What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with more Danmachi. Today, we're talking about the new Familia Rush. This will actually be incoming this evening, right about 10 p.m. Eastern Time, whatever that is, your time zone. Take your best guess. But let's talk about what these units do, because you want to pay close attention to this. So while you're at this, guys, make sure you hit the little thumbs up button. If you haven't, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay up to date. We will be live streaming tonight right about the time these drop, though I don't generally do Familia Rush on stream for various reasons. We will be talking about Wargame and all that other stuff, so if you want to be part of that, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. Hope to see you there, but let's jump in and talk about each one of the enemies and strategy, what you need to do to take these on. Familia Rush enemy number 1, Little Wyvern. Win physical attack and magic attack, and they debuff your strength and magic as well. So that gets a little tricky, but that's not impossible to deal with by a long shot. Now here's the fun part. Enemy resistances. Earth and wind are both up 40%, so you do not want to use earth, you do not want to use wind. Those will be really hard to use. Water, thunder, light, and dark resist are all 0. Fire is down 30. Fire is what you need to use. And here's the fun part. Physical and magic are both 0. So you could use either one of those, but you got to use a fire team. Both of the Elisas that we got for 30th anniversary, they're going to be great units. The newest one is a dragon killer, so she's going to be absolutely the best. But those two work really, really, really well together. So hopefully have them both max limit broken. That's really going to work well on this. Let's see what it says down below. It says fire is the weak point. Challenge them with fire attribute units like Flaming Will Elise. Also, units for part 1 and 2 like Kaguya and the first Elise are recommended. Flaming Will Elise has Dragon Killer and also can increase the overall damage dealt to foes by 30%, so she can raise the attack for fire attribute units with all enemy attacks. It is worth noting that the Elise that we got, the first release, the physical Elise, does do 60% fire damage, so with her SA, so she's like really mandatory for this. But you want to use both Elises, like they said down below. Kaguya is not a bad option, Gojira as we call her. Even I believe the previous Wealth that we got is a really good option. We'll talk about all of those units here at the very end, but you want to make sure you're attacking the types properly, and when at all possible, use Dragon Killers, because the Dragon Killers are going to do extra damage. It's like 50% more damage across the board. So make sure you're building the correct team to take this on. Okay, that's enemy number 1. Enemy number 2 is the Infant Dragon. Earth physical attack. They will stun. So for this team, you will want to put stun anklets or have a stun resistant assist on your team. Increases physical and magic resistance. So in other words, if you can debuff that, absolutely great. It's going to help you do more damage. And remember, this is all damage based. So the more damage you can get off, the better your score. Enemy resistances. Fire is up 50, thunder is up 40, earth, water, and dark are 0, light is down 10, and wind is down 40. So really, you want to be using a wind team. If you followed along with the 7th zone we just did for Earth Zone, basically just replicate that team. You're going to be golden. That's going to be absolutely substantial for this. Physical and magic are once again 0, so just use your best wind units regardless of whether they're physical or magic. They'll be great. Let's see what it says down here. Unwavering Spear Finn. That's that new Finn we got. Justice Succession Ryu. That's the new Ryu. In fact, we got a free bond of her. Or actually, you got the free unit altogether. Who will have wind attributes and Dragon Killer are recommended. Notice, they're basically giving you the team to use. Enemies only use physical attacks, so you can use Shakti to raise physical resistance of all your allies. That's the new Shakti that dropped as well. There's a possibility you will be infected with stun, so use a stun resistance. No? Okay, it's going to be a pain in the butt. Alright, well, we'll do that. Bam. So use stun resistance, Devoted Seer, Null Ailments, or the Glorious Anklet. I think the Anklet is a better choice. My opinion, but just my opinion. Let's go ahead. There we go. I don't know why it's being weird, but Now you can see it all. So that's enemy number 2. Enemy number 3 is going to be the single target. You know what? That's funny. Why is it doing that? Whatever. I'll edit that out. Apparently, I actually won't edit that out. I'm really lazy about editing because I'm going to get these videos out for you guys to get the information. So ignore the fact that apparently my cells are all weird sizes and I didn't really prep this like I should have. I digress. Let's get into Familia Rush enemy number 3. Delphine. Are you going to buy her bathwater? What the hell? Thunder magic attack and thunder physical attack unleashes a current HP rate attack. In other words, just straight up comes out and is like, you have this amount of health. Boom, I'm taking this percentage. So basically, it just hits you with like a percentage. Boom, that health is gone. Kind of like poison does. Attack with strength and magic, decreasing skills. So in other words, will debuff strength and magic. Unleashes strength, magic, and guard rate buffs on him, herself. So this one's going to be hard. Enemy resists. Says mutual, but there's only one unit. Fire, wind, water, thunder, light, and dark are all 0. Earth resistance is down 30. Those of you guys who were at the stream, well, last night, technically, tonight as of recording this, you know I finally maxed them and broke my Otaro. Got an extra bond of him. So if you have Otaro, the new Otaro, he's going to be great for this. I believe by the time we get this event, they'll have fixed his counter. So hopefully counters will then actually be doing some kind of damage. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Physical resistance down 20 and magic is up 40, so you got to use an Earth physical team. Yuri from last year's event, great unit. New Otaro, best unit hands down. Basically, your Wrecker Buster team is the team you're probably going to use for this. Just saying. Challenge it with a single attack unit such as King's War Otaro. You can even increase the power of single attacks with the assist Asfi. At the beginning of a specific turn, it will hit with a physical attack that reduces a percent of your current HP, plus decreases strength and magic. So in other words, instant hits you with a percentage of your HP, just gone, blanket hit, just for a percentage of your current health, and debuffs your strength and your magic. So you got to get rid of those debuffs. We'll talk about how. Well, okay. Basically, you either need to remove those debuffs, or like someone like Winter Haru would be really good at that because she's going to get rid of those and his buffs at the same time. So this is another situation where Winter Haru is going to come in clutch. Hopefully you've got her. Winter Haru is like going to be queen at this. She's going to be amazing. My personal opinion. I think she's going to be awesome. Okay. Also, at the beginning of a specific turn, we'll use Sora, which increases strength and magic and guard rate. Once again, Winter Haru is going to get rid of that. So read the timing carefully and plan your tactics. The new Otaro, Winter Haru, obviously OG Haru. So Winter Haru, new Otaro, OG Haru, Line. Those are going to be your best units. You can fill that in with whatever physical Earth units that you've got. One obviously is then going to be a sack, and then it's really going to take off from there. So that's going to be your absolute best bet. That is your team for number 3. Okay? Now, Dragon Killers. These are all the Dragon Killers. Notice there's a lot of the new units we got. Case in point, that Otaro. Notice that the single target Fire Riv, she's there too. Water Riv is here, but you're probably not going to use Water Riv for any of these. Wind. The Wind Fin and the Light Fin. Both those units are on here, and both those units are going to be really good. The new Ryu is on here. She is awesome. And like I said earlier, Elise is on here as well as Determination Wealth. I think that's what I was talking about before. I think he's like one of the newer ones. I think that's thinking of the right one. So these are your Dragon Killer units. These are the units you want to come out of the gate with and really, really go crazy. So start planning those teams, guys. That is going to be Familia Rush in a nutshell. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments section. I will not necessarily hand you a team to use, but if you really use all your resources and you follow what I've told you, and you follow these cells, you'll know exactly what to do. I mean, it really hands you everything you need right here in one nice, neat little package. So that's the video. Like, comment, share. Catch you guys on the next one. And maybe tonight for stream. That'd be a lot of fun. Wednesday is our big one, so it'd be a nice one. I've saved some whaling and I've saved some Iris for it, so we'll do some summons tonight. It'll be a blast.